This is it. No more after this one for one of these teams. Curveball. Rivers did not get the bat back. Tried to bunt. Missed it. 0-2. On the year, Mickey batted .326 with 12 home runs and 69 runs batted in.
He and Freddie Patek have the most hits in this playoff series so far.
Inside and high, a fastball, 1-2. Mickey Rivers leading off for the Yankees. Top of the first ball game just underway from Royal Stadium. Got him. Rivers goes after a bad pitch. And he strikes out, and there's one away. And that'll bring on Willie Randolph. Randolph with Rivers in the lineup bats a little lower in the batting order, normally 8, but Willie Martin shaking up his lineup has Randolph batting second. He's 4 for 15 in the series with a run batted in. Curve misses outside. On the year, Willie batted at .274 with 4 home runs and 40 runs batted in. That got the inside corner, 1-1. Paul Splittor pitching with 3 days rest. Ron Guidry will be going out with 2 days rest. Sliced foul and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on Willie Randolph. Of course, both managers, Phil, probably told their starting pitchers, you go out there and throw as hard as you can for as long as you can, and I'll go get you.
That's right. The Yankees always have Sparky Lyle, and the Royals have a lot of guys in the bullpen.
Low, 2-2 on Randolph. Sparky said, despite the fact that he pitched quite a few innings yesterday, that he's better with the least amount of rest, that he can come back today. Bounce to short. Patek. 2 outs. You know, if this crowd will go through this for 9 innings, there are going to be some hoarse people tomorrow.
They're going to sound like me.
Here's Thurman Munson, the Yankee catcher and captain. He's 5 for 16 in the series with a home run and 4 runs batted in. 2 men out, nobody on, no score, top of the first. Munson, as usual, making the pitcher wait. Fouled off. A little slow curve. Munson got out in front of it and fouled it back. What breeze there is here at Royal Stadium seems to be blowing slightly toward left. Yesterday, it whipped out toward right. 1 strike on Munson. Thurman batted .308 for the Yankees on the season. On the ground, Patek deep. He's got a long throw. Makes it in time. Put out 6-3, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down at the end of 1/2 inning of play. The Yankees nothing. The Royals coming up. On the ground, shortstop. Bucky Dennis there. And there's 1 away. Patek, first ball hitting, bounces out 6-3. By the way, that little fellow's having a good series. He's 7 for 13. He's driven in 5 runs.
Number 11.
Here's Hal McRae, the left fielder. McRae, 5 for 14 in the series with a home run, 2 runs batted in. He got that in the opener at Yankee Stadium. Called strike on McRae. Hal thought it was high. By the way, the home plate umpire is Nick Bremigan. Once again, working the ball game, 6 umpires. And we'll give them to you as we go along. In the dirt, it's 1-1 on McRae. Nick Bremigan is umpiring behind the plate. Bill Deegan at first, Jerry Newdecker at second, and Marty Springstead at third. 2-1 on McRae. Umpiring in left field. Down the left field line, Russ Getz, and down the right field line, Jim McKean. Fouled back. Guidry reaching back with a good fastball. It's 2-2. Phil mentioned Guidry pitched a 3-hitter. McRae was 0 for 2 in that second game played at Yankee Stadium. Still 2-2 on McRae. Freddie Patek got one of those base hits. George Brett, the third baseman, got one. And Frank White, the second baseman, got one. Yankees won that ball game 6-2 for Ron Guidry. Just missed outside, and the count is full. 3-2 on Hal McRae. Denny Leonard to beat the Yankees in the third game, 6-2. That's out of play. And of course, the Yankees won yesterday, 6-4 over Kansas City. Sparky Lyle picking up the win, pitching 5 1/3 innings of great relief baseball, giving up just 2 hits. Out of play again. Still 3-2 on Hal McRae with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the first. No score. Out of play again. McRae swinging late on the fastball away, fouling him off on the right side. Got another full house here. This place will hold just a bit over 40,000. And the Royals go a bit over 41,000 each game. Bucky Dent. He'd better hurry. Safe. McRae beats it out. High chopper that McRae beat out.
Bucky did not have a good grip on that ball. He had to get the short hop. As we watch it right there, had a reach and couldn't get quite enough zip on it.
So McRae is on at first, an infield hit. There's one away, and that'll bring on George Brett, the third baseman. Brett 5 for 17 in the series with a run batted in. Good breaking ball. Brett got a piece of it and fouled it off. I think the pitch that's made Guidry, Scooter, probably the hard slider that he evidently picked up watching Sparky Lyle.
There's no doubt about that. Said that Brett was looking to pull that first pitch.
Low, it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, 1 on. We look at Hal McRae at first base. He beat out an infield hit. On the ground, and it's a foul ball. Bill Deegan right on the line there at first base. Watched that ball all the way and waved it foul. So it's a ball and 2 strikes on Brett.
You know, Brett hit a triple like that the other day. There is the first base umpire, Bill Deegan, but that's a tough play for a first baseman. Bill, you should know that better than anybody. You're holding a runner on, and then you got to take that quick step to the right, and then they hit it to your left. Tough to get back.
It is tough to get back. I think here, as we look at Paul Blair out in right field replacing Reggie Jackson. Here, if you realize that he's going to pull the ball and try to pull it, maybe you should bounce off so far.
Yeah.
But the inclination is to get away from that bag as quickly as you can and as far as you can so he can cover more ground. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brett.
There's Reggie yelling at the bench.
Rivers, maybe. No, it's going to be over Rivers' head. McRae is going to score, and Brett's going for third. Third base already. Brett went in hard, and both teams are out on the field. Brett went in hard at Nettles, and Nettles kicked him, and that's when the fight started. Billy Martin right in the middle trying to break it up. But the Royals lead 1-0. A triple into right center field by George Brett. I think Guidry, Scooter got in the middle of that, and he decided he'd better come out of it.
Yeah, that's for sure. And they got Patek out of there, too, as you can see. Billy Martin with Patek. I tell you, it kind of surprised me is Brett came in hard and tried to knock the ball out of Nettles' hands, and then came up swinging.
When it's all over, if nobody gets thrown out, Brett will be at third base, and there'll be one out, and the Royals will have a 1-0 lead.
Guidry was right in the middle of that, as you mentioned, Bill.
Well, he got out of there. I think one of the Yankees got him out of there, Phil, because that's the one guy they don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your starting pitcher.
Tell you, Mickey misjudged that ball. That's about the first ball that he's misplayed in this whole series.
Well, when it was hit, Phil, I thought it would be over his head, but you can never say that with Rivers.
No.
He put on a burst of speed and just couldn't get to the ball. Well, Herzog now talking to Brett. And evidently, Brett and Nettles will stay in the ball game. There's Nettles buttoning his shirt up.
Now we're going to get another look at that play. Let's watch it closely. Now Blair comes over. Good backing up. Now here's where it is at third. And Nettles didn't do anything, and oh, there he did. Yep, he kicked him.
After Brett went into him, Nettles kicked him, and here it goes here. And right in the middle of his Guidry.
Yep.
I tell you, Nettles the wrong guy to fight with, I think.
Oh, man. Hiller's trying to hold him. He can't do it.
Chambliss over there, too.
Munson.
There's George Zebra in the background. Well, the batter will be Al Cowens. The Yankees will have to bring their infield in. Neither Brett nor Nettles thrown out of the ball game. And I think Nick Brimmigan's going out now and telling Guidry to throw as many as he wants to get loose.
Well, they said both ball clubs were going to be aggressive tonight, and they're sure showing it.
You're right. Well, there's one away. Kenny George Brett's over at third base, as Al Cowens, the right fielder, is a batter. Cowens is 3 for 15 in the series with the home run and the 3 runs batted in. We mentioned earlier the Yankees have to bring their infield in here. Guidry wants a new ball. There's Brett off third. Called strike on the outside corner. Cowens has struck out 3 times so far in the series. Strike 2 on Cowens, 0-2. There's Nettles and Brett over at third base. Not too much distance separates them. I think they've decided to play baseball instead of playing Muhammad Ali and Ken Norton or Ernie Shavers. Only plays the first base, and they make it in time as Brett scores. So Cowan's a high chopper to third. He's out at first base, but Brett scores on the play, and the Royals now lead 2-0, and Cowens picks up his 4th run batted in.
Well, there's the play right there, and Cowens did that in one other game, and just no chance for Nettles to get that runner at the plate. Actually, Guidry could have been out of this inning without any runs being scored. And look at it again, that high hopper.
Ain't much in helping Nettles out, telling him there's no chance to get Brett go on and make the play at first base. Here's Amos Otis. Otis has 1 base hit and 13 times up.
Looks like Brett got a shot in the lip.
Amos has 2 runs batted in. Bunted foul outside third. Royals leading 2-0, playing the bottom half of the first inning here at Royal Stadium. Bunts again, and he'll beat this one out. So Amos Otis bunting with 2 strikes, actually 1 strike, but 2 outs. And if you do that with 2 outs, Phil, you got to be thinking about stealing a base.
That's for sure, because he's got the power to hit one out of here. There it is, beautiful bunt. Yankees never figuring he'd try it twice in a row.
Well, with 2 outs, you don't figure a guy with the power of Otis will even try to bunt, period.
Right.
So if he does bunt, you got to figure he wants to steal second base. Here's John Watham, the first baseman, playing in place of John Mayberry. And Watham takes high, ball 1. Watham in limited appearances for the Royals, batted .328 on the year, 2 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Guidry holding Otis close to first base. That bunt, by the way, was a second base hit in this series for Otis. He's now 2 for 14. Guidry back to first base again. Pop foul and out of play. A ball and a strike on Watham. No, the reason you say, Scooter, that a guy with the power of Amos Otis, that he's going to bunt the ball with 2 outs, it's a waste of time unless he wants to steal, because the way he can sting the ball, he could easily get the extra base hit.
Oh, yes.
1-2 on Watham. I know managers that would chew a guy out if he did that. One of his big hitters batting 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. I got chewed out for doing it.
Well, I can see why, especially with 2 out. Leading off an inning, all right.
And he's going, got a good jump, but Watham strikes out, and the side is retired. Royals pick up 2 runs on 3 base hits, and at the end of 1, the Royals lead the Yankees 2-0. Lou Piniella's 5 for 16 in the series. You're looking at Whitey Herzog now, the manager of the Kansas City Royals. They lead 2-0. Piniella's 5 for 16 with 2 runs batted in. It'll be Piniella, Cliff Johnson, and then Greg Nettles. Ball 1. One and one. Now Pinella wants new baseball, or at least he wants Nick Brimmigan to check that one out. Brimmigan had just walked it out to Split Torque, so it's all right. Base hit for Pinella. That might get past Otis. Nope, Otis cuts it off, but Lou's trying for two. And he'll make it with a double. Lou Pinella really hustling, Scooter. I don't think he's run that fast all year.
I tell you, Lou has been doing it all year long. We know he's a great hitter, and this is the best all year that I've seen him run. He's gotten triples, he's stolen bases, taken an extra base.
That's his 6th base hit in the series and 17 times at bat. So Pinella now down at second base, nobody out, and the batter is Big Cliff Johnson. Johnson, a designated hitter tonight. He's 5 for 13 with a home run, 2 runs batted in. Well, that base hit by Pinella quieted the crowd just a bit here. I don't know if I'd want to go through a ball game making that much noise anyway. Johnson backs off, a fastball inside, ball 1. Called strike, got the inside corner. Johnson doesn't believe it, but it's 1-1. Well, the Dodgers have already clinched the National League pennant.
You got to feel a little sorry for the Phillies and their fans. Imagine that many people, an all-time record for fans in any sporting event in the state of Pennsylvania, and in miserable weather.
1-2 on Johnson. Cliff swinging over a curveball. Pinella talking to Frank White down at second base. Nobody out. There's Lou. Skied into shallow right center. Pinella will have to hold at second base as Al Cowan sets up under the ball. 1 away. And the batter now for the Yankees will be Greg Nettles.
Greg Nettles.
Yankee skipper Billy Martin, and here, see the way Nettles is greeted here tonight.
Nettles so far in the series 3 for 16. And he's driven in a run. Royals leading 2-0 in the top of the second. Strike 1 on Nettles. On the ground to White at second base. There are 2 outs, and on the play, Pinella goes to third base. The batter now for the Yankees will be their first baseman, Chris Chambliss.
Batting 7, number 10.
Chambliss 1 for 13 in the series for the Yankees, so he's due. Chris, the hero of last year's American League Championship Series against the Kansas City Royals. Outside, ball 1. One and 1 on Chambliss. That sliced foul into the left field seats. A ball and 2 strikes on Chambliss. High chopper to Patek at shortstop. Nice hop for him. And the side is retired. No runs on 1 base hit. And the Yankees leave a man. At the end of 1.5, the Royals 2, the Yankees nothing. 2-0 Royals, bottom of the second. Too high to Rojas, ball 1. It'll be Rojas. Darrell Porter, the catcher, and Frank White, the second baseman, against Ron Guidry. 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
Munson didn't think it had missed. Look at Billy, he didn't either.
Lou Piniella's got a long run and makes a catch. Lou Piniella, I tell you, I haven't seen Lou really play this hard, Phil. He is really out there hustling.
Oh, I tell you, he wants to win so badly. I tell you, if all the Yankees, we watch it again, put out 100% like Lou, this was a tough chance, sinking 2. Just gets the glove on the turf and catches it.
Oh, there's 1 away. An excellent play by Yankee left fielder Lou Piniella. And that'll bring on Darrell Porter, the catcher. Porter 4 for 14 in the series with 2 runs bad. Check that, 4 for 11 in the series. He has not driven in a run. And the curveball is low. Too high, 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 1. Royals got a 1-out single. Infield hit by Hal McRae. George Brett drove him in with a triple into right center field. And Brett scored on a high chopper to third base by Al Cowens. And the Royals have a 2-0 lead. The bottom half of the second inning with 1 out and nobody on. 3 and 1. Get the feeling Guidry thinks he's being squeezed a little bit.
I think so.
Thinks that plate's a little smaller than it should be. Randolph and throwing. Blair backing up, and we'll see what the official score says.
Ball was hit hard again, that artificial turf. Willie would have played that ball on natural turf. They give him a hit, Bill.
Base hit for Porter. 4th base hit for the Royals. Porter on at first base, 1 away. And the batter is Frank White, the second baseman. White's been up 14 times, has 4 base hits, and 2 runs batted in the series. And White takes a strike. Into left field, Piniella going back, backpedaling, makes a catch. And there are 2 outs.
And that Lou looks great out there this whole series.
Well, you know, the rap on Piniella, well, he was not a good fielder, but he's shown us something with the leather so far. Here's Freddie Patek, the leadoff man. He's been up once, bounced to Yankee shortstop Bucky Dent. 2 outs. On the outside corner, strike 1 on Patek. Strike two on Patek. Kidby going with that hard fastball. Porter back to first base. Normally he is not a threat to steal. Popped up behind the plate. Mutson coming back. Throws a mask away, and the side is retired. Patek fouls to Munson for the third out. No runs, one base hit, one man left. We played two, and the Royals lead the Yankees 2-0. Foul into the seats, left side. Brett at third base had a short hop, made the play, and Watham came back down on the bag. Well, Brett's throw was high. Watham, normally catcher. Look at that, came right back down on the bag.
Boy, he looked for it too, Bill. That was good reflexes there.
Oh, there's one away. That'll bring on Bucky Dent, the Yankee shortstop. 2 for 11 in the series with 2 runs batted in. Dent takes a curve, low, ball 1. A 1-1. Change curve, call strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bucky Dent. Bucky picked up by the Yankees just before the season started. Yankees sending Oscar Gamble to the Chicago White Sox. Foul tip. Still 1-2. Gamble had an excellent year for the White Sox, and Bucky Dent did what was expected of him for the Yankees, so it's a good trade for both sides. Bucky played good shortstop, batted ninth, drove in close to 50 runs, and batted close to 250. 2-2.
Boy, he put that right where Porter wanted it.
You know, normally if you throw that ball right where the mid is, umpire will call it a strike.
Yep.
Into right field, and Cowens is there. 2 outs. That'll bring on Mickey Rivers as we watch Dent go back to the Yankee dugout. Mickey's been up once in the ball game, and he struck out. Swung at a wide breaking curveball. Mickey had a good day yesterday. Got 4 base hits and 5 times up. Sliders outside, ball 1. Rivers now 7 base hits, 19 times at bat. Right up the middle, through, base hit.
Boy, he waited on that beautifully.
And that's his 8th base hit of the series.
It's got to be the most of anybody in the series.
1 more than Freddie Patek. Rivers on at first, 2 outs, and the batter's Willie Randolph. Randolph 4 for 16 with a run batted in. Royals leading 2-0 in the top half of the 3rd inning. Curve is low, ball 1. Fouled outside third. Dick Hauser, the third base coach, plays it. And he'll give it back to Splittorff. and Rivers will go back to first base. They're talking about all the bases that might be stolen in the series. Well, the Royals have stolen 3 and they've been caught twice. And the Yankees have attempted just 1 stolen base, that by Reggie Jackson, and he was successful. There goes Rivers, and he picked a good pitch, a changeup, and he'll be in there safe. And almost came off the bag, but he stayed there. So that's the Yankees' 2nd stolen base of the series. They have not been caught yet.
Here it is again. As Bill said, he got a great jump, and it was a change of pace. I thought he was going to slide by the bag. He goes in so hard. He hits the bag and then comes up. Another look at it. He's really flying.
Well, he couldn't have gotten a better pitch to steal on.
Nope.
Splittorff and Porter at that time. Porter called for the change, evidently, and the change was high, and it took a long time getting there. Well, it's 2 balls and a strike on Willie Randolph. The Yankees have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. And the Royals lead 2-0. Curve is a called strike, 2-2. Well, they seem to go to the breaking ball with Randolph with men on base. Left-handers breaking that breaking ball down and in, right-handers down and away. Of course, Willie, as the years go along, all these things will be placed in the back of his head someplace, and he'll remember how they pitch him in different situations. Another breaking ball misses outside, 3-2. Splittorff trying to stay away from the fastball. Might have to come in with it here with the count 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Therm Munson on deck. And he's some kind of clutch hitter. Too high, ball 4, and Randolph walked, bringing on Munson.
The catcher, Thurman Munson.
Well, the Yankees have excellent speed on the bases. And remember, a ball hitting the gap here really gets past the outfielders. They've got Randolph at first base and Rivers down at second. 2 outs for Thurman Munson, who's been up once and bounced to short. Munson 5 for 17 in the series with a home run and 4 runs batted in. Now Thurman, as is his custom, wants a baseball inspected. Boy, this is the kind of situation that Munson really thrives on.
Huh?
Missed outside, ball 1. Porter's a snatcher. You know, he tries to pull that ball over every corner.
He does a good job. He's very quick.
Pitch was away. Porter went out, snatched it, and tried to pull it on the inside corner to get a strike call, but Nick Birmingham was not fooled. Right field, that's a base hit. Rivers had better hurry. Cowens with a strong throw. It's high, though, and off the line. And the Yankees get on the board. It's now Royals 2 and the Yankees 1.
Yeah, just as Bill White mentioned, Thurman Munson, I tell you, you'd rather see him up there in a clutch situation than just about anybody else on the Yankees.
I would rather see him up there like that, Phil, than anybody in baseball, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right.
He's some kind of clutch hitter.
That's the way Yogi used to be. Certain guys you need for that situation. Other guys tighten up and tense up.
Yep.
Those guys thrive on it.
Well, Galen Cisco is coming out of the Royal bullpen off the first base side as the Royals now get some action. Looks like Doug Bird out there throwing. A right-hander Doug Bird throwing, and Cisco now wanting to give Splittorff some instructions and also give Bird a little more time to get loose. There's Doug Bird again. We talked about him being out there throwing. There's Doug Bird. Cisco leaves. Bird, by the way, pitched the 9th inning yesterday. Pitched in the 9th inning yesterday for the Kansas City Royals. He faced 3 men, gave up a sacrifice fly, a single, and he got Piniella to foul out. Here's Lou Piniella, doubled his first time up. Fouled back. No, the reason I say that about Munson, Scooter, he uses a whole field. If you pitch him inside, he can pull the ball. If you pitch him away, he'll go the other way.
Right.
It's hard to throw him the curveball because he waits so long. And he doesn't strike out that often.
Pretty good combination.
All it adds up to a good hitter. Either target inside for Piniella, and Splittorff missed. It's 1-1. Yankees trying to put some pressure on the Kansas City Royals, who lead it 2-1 in the third inning. 2 outs and 2 on for the Yankees. Sliced foul and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on Lou Piniella. Randolph going back to second base. On at first base is Thurman Munson. One and 2 the count with 2 outs. Too high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. One thing the Yankees are doing here, Phil, that might pay off later on, they're making Splittorff, first of all, throw a lot of pitches, and they're making him bear down as we look at Whitey Herzog. As we mentioned earlier, he normally does not finish games. Oh, this wears him down a little bit more. Curve chopped to Brett at third. He'll go to first base. And makes a play, and the side is retired. Piniella bouncing out 5-3. Yankees pick up a run. On 2 base hits, they leave 2. And at the end of 2.5, Royals 2, Yankees 1. Into the left field corner. Piniella will not be able to get to this one. He'll play it off the wall, and McRae will hold up at second base with a stand-up double. So McRae doubling, leading off the bottom of the third, Scooter.
That's the guy. He led the American League in doubles. We look at it again. He's amazing. First time up, he was trying to hit everything to right field. Here, the pitch inside. Booms it 1 hop. Piniella holds it to a double.
And there's McRae off second. The batter for the Royals is George Brett, the third baseman, who tripled in a run and scored in the first inning, and also started a brawl at third base. And he takes low, ball 1. Nobody out. McRae down at second base. 1-1. Little action in the Yankee bullpen now. Guidry seems to be throwing the ball hard, although sometimes, Scooter, it's deceptive. The ball isn't moving.
No.
There's Mike Torres warming up for the Yankees. Two and 1. Sometimes you can throw hard and the ball doesn't move, and you're in trouble. That was Guidry's trouble earlier in his career in the big leagues. That'll get the runner over. Chambliss to Guidry, beats Brett to first base, but Brett does his job as Hal McRae goes to third. Put out 3-1. McRae now over third base with 1 away. And Billy Martin now, as we watch the play again, Chambliss going to Guidry. Guidry, a good athlete, beating Brett to first base by a step. Martin now, he wants to talk to Ron Guidry. Yankees, of course, that's Mike Torres still throwing in the bullpen. Yankees will have to bring their infield in here. The last time the situation happened back in the first inning, Cowens hit a high chopper to Nettles, and Brett scored. This time we've got McRae over at third base.
There's no way they're going to put Cowens on because Otis up next, a tough man to double up.
Well, Guidry had 2 strikes on Cowens when he got him to hit that high chopper. I think there's a feeling that perhaps you can strike out Al Cowens. Got a quick glimpse of Whitey Herzog. Now Munson wants a meeting. Cowens 3 for 16 in the series with 1 home run and 4 runs batted in now. Yankee infield in. Base hit. McRae scores, and the Royals now lead 3-1. And Martin's going out. That might be all, and it will be all. It'll have to be all for Ron Guidry. This is Martin's second appearance here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And it's going to be Mike Torres on to pitch to Amos Otis. And with Torres coming on, we'll be back with more right after this. Royals lead 3-1. Al Cowens, pretty good speed at first base. 1 away. Cowens has tried to steal a base in this series. He was cut down by Munson. The Royals have attempted to steal 5 bases so far in this series. They've been successful 3 times. Munson has thrown 2 runners out. Yankees are 2 for 2 in stealing bases. Swing and a miss by Otis. Now, Otis does not really like to bat that much against Mike Torres, and that's one of the reasons that Whitey Herzog did not start him in the ball game that Torres started here, the opener. This guy like Mike Torres, Jim Bibby, Bert Blyleven.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan. They supposedly give Amos Otis a lot of trouble. Called strike 2 on Otis. Big Mike Torres from Topeka, Kansas. Started the ball game against Denny Leonard, the opener here at Kansas City. And Otis backs off a fastball inside, 1-2. Time is called. Fouled back, still a ball and 2 strikes on Otis. Lou Piniella, by the way, as we look at Al Cowens at first base, has hit. Lou Piniella has hit in all 5 American League Championship Series games this year. Out of plate on the right side. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Amos Otis. Now Munson wants to go out and talk to Mike Torres. No action now in the Yankee bullpen. Tidrow has decided to sit down. Royals leading 3-1. They picked up 2 runs in the first inning. The Yankees came back with 1 in the 3rd. Royals have 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. They've got a runner at first base with just 1 away. They count a ball and 2 strikes on Amos Otis. Here's Cowens, being held by Chambliss. Got him. Otis goes down swinging for the 2nd out. Oh, maybe Herzog was right.
Yep.
You know, some hitters just have trouble with certain pitchers. Here's Don Watham, the first baseman. You have a pitcher, Scooter, that gave you trouble?
Oh, I don't have time to name them. No, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Even Musial had one guy. The other guys that all hit, he couldn't hit him.
Wathan takes outside, ball one. Called strike, got the outside corner, 1-1. Yankees are going to have to pay some attention to Al Cowens, although he's been thrown out in his only attempt to steal this series. With the right-handed pitcher Torres out there, he might try it. And the Yankees, thinking that way, called a pitch out, and Cowens was not running. It's 2 balls and a strike on Wathan. 2 outs. And he's going this time, and it's fouled back, 2-2. Cowens has to go back to first base. Two balls, 2 strikes on John Wathan with 2 outs. Got him with a breaking ball, and the side is retired. Phil Rizzuto will take you over the next 3 innings. At the end of 3, the score: the Royals 3, the Yankees 1.
Ron Guidry got a couple of tough breaks in that first inning. Could have been out of the inning without a run being scored. Cliff Johnson flying to right field, his first time up. Yankees trying to get to split off. Way inside, ball 1. Big Cliff, he and Hal McRae almost went at it last night during batting practice. And that would have been a mismatch. Fouled off the mask, 1-1. Reggie Jackson moving around on the bench. Said he took his benching in great stride. You got to give him a lot of praise for that. That's low. 2-1. It all comes down to this final game. Wind blowing out towards left. Oh! Holy cow, that ball almost hit Cliff. It's 2-2. Johnson not saying anything, but he could get kicked out for what he's thinking, Frank Messer.
Without a doubt. I'll tell you, they try to pitch Cliff Johnson inside, but...
Yep. Just got a piece of it. Nobody out and nobody on. Yankees trailing 3-1. Good cut, fouled it back. Six big innings still to go. Oh, he got around on that one. Splitoff has really had a great record against the Yankees over the years, Frank.
Yes, he has. He's won 11, lost 5 to the Yankees, and it's strange how there are pitchers like that that beat one ball. Of course, Splitoff beats other clubs, too. He had a record of 16-6 on the year.
Out in front again.
But I know you've seen it over your career, Phil Rizzuto. There always seems to be at least one pitcher that can handle one ball club and maybe not be able to beat anybody else.
That's true. There was one pitcher the Yankees kept around for quite a while, finally bought him, and when they got him, he couldn't win for the Yankees.
Who was that?
Remain nameless.
Oh, okay.
He's from this part of the country. Just missed with that slow curve. It's 3-2.
I remember Jim Schellenbach with the Washington Senators. He was able to beat the Yankees. They think they kept him in the league for a while.
Line, but it's going to go foul. Boy, I tell you, Cliff has hit some bullets, but foul. Might have broke his bat on that one. Skipper, Frank.
Yeah, Billy Martin, never letting up. Cliff Johnson did break his bat on it, looking for another one over there. Yankee right-hand hitters have had a pretty good championship series, and the left-handers, with the exception of Mickey Rivers, have had their problems.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Of course, the Royals just keep trotting out left-hand pitchers. Now the fans are getting on Cliff Johnson a little bit as he gets the rosin and the tar on the bat handle. And plate umpire Nick Bremigan goes over to get him.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame Cliff for wanting to fix up a new bat.
Well, I'm sure that that pitcher out there would just soon Johnson have a good grip on it. He cut loose with one yesterday and split the rosin bag out of the mound, almost hit Marty Patton. Slipped out of his hands.
3-2, nobody out, nobody on. That one off the end of the bat, didn't quite get all of it. And McRae can't get it. I don't know whether that ball hit him on the head or what, and Johnson's in with a double. It might have hit.
Look at Cliff. He's upset he didn't hit that one out.
Well, I tell you, he hit it off the end of the bat, and it still carried. If we could get a slow motion shot of that, it might have hit the top of the railing. So Cliff, big double.
First time I ever saw a guy upset about getting a double. There it is again. Let's see what that ball hits just off the top of the wall and bounces back in.
All right, Greg Nettles, who bounced to second his first time up. Yankees got to keep pecking away now. Strike one. Greg trying to pull that ball. If he does what he did last time, it will advance Johnson a third. He bounced out to second.
That's right. Still early in the ball game. You can pick up that one run here and pick up another one later. You're tied. Pick up another one.
You're ahead. Good. Oh, no. He popped it up, and that's a big out. George Brett. Well, that's it. Nettles will pull 95% of the balls, but in this series, he hasn't been doing it.
First baseman.
They're looking down at Royal Stadium.
Getting a bird's eye view from a camera up on top of the Royals scoreboard out in center field.
All right, Chris Chambliss, who has really had a rough series. Keep saying he's ready, he's due, he's overdue. One out. Bouncer. Patek, though, with that good arm, throws him out. And there, if Nettles had to have advanced, Johnson at third, he would have scored on that one. But he's at third now with two out, and Paul Blair, who hit a hot shot to Brett at third base, will be the batter.
Splitoff is keeping his pitches down well. That is the 6th ground out.
3-1, the Royals in front. Pitch out, but he was not going. Strike 1-1. Rojas at first. Little high with the breaking pitch, 2-1. Chuck Hiller flashing the signs. White's a good hit and run man. Keep an eye on Rojas. And Mike will tie his shoelace. A long season, Frank Mesa, winding down with this ball game.
Yes, I'll tell you something, though. The Yankees and the Royals much more fortunate than the Phillies and the Dodgers in that they have had much better weather to play their ball games.
That's right. He's going. The hit and run is on. He fouled it off. Rojas will have to come back. There's Cookie. Two and two. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Torres. Boy, he is quick tonight. And the hand for Freddie Patek. He's bounced to short, foul to the catcher. He is hitting every game up till this one. Last year and this year. Ball one.
Not only is he hitting every game, Scooter, he's driven in 9 runs in the 2 years of the championship series between the Yankees and the Royals.
Ball 2, 2-0. Two men are out. 3-1, the Royals lead. Bottom of the 4th. There goes Cookie. What a jump. Patek takes it. No chance for Munson. Torres never even bothered to look at Rojas, who got a running jump. That's smart base running.
Yes, it is. Here he goes. Looks back. Watch the play. Takes his slide into second base, but no throw down there by Munson. He stole that base on Torres.
The pitch was a strike. Line to right field. Tough play for Blair. Foul ball. Holy cow, was that close. Woo. Rojas back to second. Torres got to get that slider down. He's been getting it up. Been an exciting year, exciting playoffs, and still the World Series to go. Five feet 4 inches, Freddie Patek. Outside, 3-2.
Cookie Rojas down there at second base is listed as 38 years of age.
When he retires at the end of this year, he'll probably be 41 or 42.
Yeah, he started playing ball in this country in 1956, which would have made him only 17 years old.
Bounce it to third. Nice play by Nettles. And throws him out. A beautiful clutch play by Greg Nettles. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. End of 4. Royals 3, Yankees 1. Pitch. Base hit, center field. He reached out for that fastball and drilled it to center. Bucky Dent at first. Just before Bucky came up, I said to Frank, this is the inning for the Yankees.
That you did, Scooter.
Mickey struck out, then ripped a single to center, stole a base, and scored.
Well, it takes Mickey to get on to make things happen for the Yankees.
Right, and then it takes Munson to come up in the clutch. Strike one. Mick bluffed a bunt.
usually say man bluffs a bunt, bring the third baseman in. There's Doug Bird up in the bullpen. But Brett can't get in any closer.
And they're going to have trouble getting... Oh, if that ball had hit the ground, they'd have never gotten him. And Mickey stepped on Watham's foot. He didn't move it off the bag quick enough. But they both looked at one another, almost let it drop. Then at second.
Here's the play again. The pitcher Splitoff has it. Underhand toss to Wathan. Ouch. I'll tell you, Wathan has not played that much first base. John Mayberry normally out there, but Mayberry came up ill during the course of yesterday's game and had to leave and was not able to start tonight.
All right, Willie Randolph bounced to short and walked. 3-1, the Royals lead in the top of the fifth. Low ball one. All split off. Bouncer right at Patek. Dent had a hold at second. They got him. 2 men out.
The catcher, Thurman Munson.
There he is, the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Robbed of a base hit on a fine play by Patek in the first. Single right to drive in the one Yankee run in the third.
Munson has knocked in 5 runs now in the series. He has 6 hits in 18 trips. .333 batting average. Every time Munson comes up, he'll ask the plate umpire, in this case Nick Bremigan, to take a look at the baseball, and that time it will come out of play. Well, Thurman is 1 for 3.
And Splitoff didn't like that ball just because he changed it, so he gets another one. And the fans like that. 2 men out. Wind has been blowing to the left. The only man to take advantage of it so far has been Cliff Johnson. And he hit his right off the end of the bat, otherwise it'd been long gone. Low ball one. Dent at second. Right to Frank White. Throws him out. No runs a hit, no errors, a man left. End of 4.5. Royals 3, Yankees 1.
Brett tripled to right center field. The ball got over Mickey Rivers' head and all the way to the wall. McRae scoring. Brett at third. Al Collins hit a ground ball. Real high chopper, really. And Brett was able to score run number 2. The Yankees got 1 run back in the third with 2 outs. Mickey Rivers singled and stole second. Came home on Munson's single to right field. And then the Royals added a run in the third inning on a leadoff double by Hal McRae. He moved up on an infield out and scored on Al Collins' single to left. And that's the way we stand right now, 3-1, going to the bottom half of the fifth. And that man McRae is up again. And he has had 7 hits so far in this series.
Been a tough man, an infield hit and scored in the first, doubled and scored in the third. Ball one. Line, nice play by Willie Randolph. Well-timed leap, 1 away. Try to get that McRae out. It's tough out.
Yes, he is. He's never an easy out.
George Brett has tripled a drive and a run and scored, and bounced to first base to help set up the second run. Ball one. Big battle in that first inning when Brett slid hard in the third. 2-0. Both teams coming out in the field. Mike Torres. There's Greg Nettles. 3-0. Nettles and Brett. They were the ones that got into it. Ball 4. First walk given up by Yankee pitchers in the ball game.
The right fielder.
Now Al Collins. Yankees had stopped Collins after the first game when he got 3 hits. And the first time up in this game, but then he ripped the single to left. He is driven in 2 runs. One out. There goes Brett. And Munson's throw, they got him. Great throw by Munson. Boy, he has really been throwing in this series, Frank.
Yes, he has thrown well. Oh, Brett thrown out. Willie Randolph making the tag down at second base. We'll watch the play again. Munson straightens up. And the perfect throw to Randolph. Willie's got it. Easy tag on Brett coming in.
Another angle on it. The pitch was a strike to Collins. Now it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike. 2 men out, nobody on. 3-1, Royals lead. Bottom of the 5th. Good slider, 2-2.
Looking back, Phil Rizzuto, that was the 3rd man Munson has thrown out stealing in the series.
Yeah, and you remember the one with the big argument where Dent had Frank White at second. The umpire said he missed him.
Right.
Foul, he jammed him. Torres waiting patiently for Collins. Off the end of the bat. Oh, Willie's got to hurry. Safe, he called him. Holy cow. And Martin is going out there. Chambliss and Torres all over the first base umpire, Bill Deegan. I thought he called that play a little too soon. Collins can fly, and Billy Martin. Well, I tell you, he's been ripping the umpires the whole series. It's got to be a base hit.
That's another argument Billy is going to lose.
Oh, no doubt about that. The umpires go a longer ways in playoffs and World Series than they would go during the regular season. By now, Billy would have been gone. They give him a little more time to argue.
Well, as long as he watches his language down there and chooses his words carefully, he'll stay in the ball game. Here's the play again. Let's watch it. Well, from that camera angle, there's just no way to tell.
Nope.
The center fielder.
It's another angle, Frank.
Let's see what we can see on this angle. Randolph getting it over there as quickly as he can.
Too close to tell.
Yep.
Photo finish.
That's why an umpire's job is so tough. You can watch that over and over again. The umpire down there a lot closer to it. He's got to make the judgment call. And in his judgment, the runner was safe at first base.
All right, Amos Otis had a bunt single and struck out. Strike one.
That is a tough play, even on the artificial surface. The man has speed, and Cowens does. That ball gets by the pitcher. It's going to be a close play at first base.
Yep. Otis has trouble with the hard stuff. Bounces one towards second. And Randolph's throw in the dirt, scooped up by Chambliss. Beautiful play. Oh, man, he snatched that one. No runs. A hit, no errors, a man left. At the end of 5, Royals 3, Yankees 1. Oh, what a cut. Foul tipped it, strike one.
You won't often see Piniella take that big a rip at a pitch, but sometimes he'll make up his mind on the first pitch. He's going to go all the way with it. Then he'll shorten up on the swing.
Old Splitter's been in there all the way. Well, twice Lou went for the home run. Now he'll have to protect the plate. And that's when he's more dangerous.
Until you have to give Splittoff credit, Phil. Of the 15 outs so far, 10 have been on ground balls, an indication he's had his pitches down.
Right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball right field, but Cowens will get it. 1 away.
Designated hitter, Cliff Johnson.
And now big Cliff Johnson. Fly to right and doubled high off the wall and left. Just missed a homer. Remember, the Yankees have Reggie Jackson on the bench tonight, but he's available for pinch hitting duties. Ball 1.
Keep in mind that of the relief corps for Kansas City, Mingori is the only steady left-hander.
Uh-huh. 2 balls, no strikes.
Of course, there's Larry Gore, Andy Hassler, but of those who have done the better jobs in relief, the right-handers Bird and Littell.
Three to 1, the Royals leading in the top of the 6th. 1 out, nobody on. Curve ball 3. 3-0 on Cliff Johnson. On deck, Greg Nettles, and the Yankees need some base runners. Ball 4, and Johnson is on. And that's the second walk given up by Splittoff. And now Nettles, who bounced to second and popped to third. And Greg has had problems not hitting the long ball so far. They have not made a mistake on Nettles this whole series. Really pitched him away. Strike 1.
You can just about hear what goes on in the meetings before this series started. Bear down on Nettles, bear down on Chambliss, bear down on Jackson.
One on one.
Of course, you bear down on everybody, but as you said, they've been pitching the left-hand power hitters on the Yankees particularly careful. Something got loose out in right field from the stands. That's why time was called.
Low 2-1. They'll start stirring in that Kansas City bullpen. Just walked Johnson. Has a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Greg Nettles. He got him with an off-speed pitch there, 2-2. Heidi Herzog. Royals not bothering to hold Johnson close. Foul tip held by the catcher. Nettles down on strikes. It's only the second strikeout for Splitoff, but a big one. And now Chambliss. Been up twice. Here's that last pitch.
The right fielder. Correction.
Just a foul tip right into the mitt. Pitch seemed to be moving away from Nettles.
Yep. All right, Chambliss twice has bounced to short. The hero in the final game of the playoffs last year takes a strike. One-on-one. Told you many times, Splitoff is not overpowering, but he has been pitching the spots beautifully.
He is a control pitcher. He tries to hit the corners and has been doing so.
Grounder right at White. Ooh, tricky hop, but he got it and throws him out. No runs, no hits, no errors, a man left. At the end of 5.5, Royals 3, Yankees 1. All right, bottom of the 6th, 3-1, Royals lead. Strike one on the first pitch by Mike Torres. Low 1-1. All 3 Royal runs have been charged to Ron Guidry. Boy, he chopped at a high fastball, fouled it back upstairs.
Remember, Scooter, you told me you'd seen Lecoq play for the Cubs on occasion, and he used to be a pull hitter at Wrigley Field, but here, when we've seen him, he has tried to go the opposite way.
That's right. And I tell you, you got to give him credit for adjusting. Again, he goes to left, but fouls it off.
Well, he has sort of an inside-out swing.
He's got a good swing.
He was 8 for 22 as a pinch hitter this year. One reason those pinch hitters have that high 290 batting average.
Got him on a good breaking pitch, down and in. 4th strikeout for Mike Torres.
The designated hitter, Cookie Rojas.
And there's Sparky Lyle up in the Yankee bullpen. Cookie Rojas robbed of a base hit on a great play by Piniella, and then singled to center and stole a base. Good slider, strike one. Low 1-1. Strike 2. Bounce it to short. Nice hop to Dent. 2 men out. Cookie still hustles down that line.
The catcher,
Lucky
Darryl
Dent.
Porter.
Darryl Porter. Single to right and was robbed of at least a triple on a great play by Mickey Rivers. To left center. Piniella, though, has got a beat on it and makes the catch backing up. Well, Frank Messer, been a pleasure working with you again. Frank will take over and carry you through the rest of this ball game, and I'll see Frank after the game.
Okay. And the Royals with 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Yankees 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. Paul Blair has gone 0 for 2. Grounding out to third, popping up to the second baseman. And split off, ready to work. Blair takes a strike.
Keith Cox remains in the game to play first base.
Deep to left field, but foul. Paul Blair had his pitch and just pulled it foul. Splitoff started to work. Thought better of it. Now Blair steps out. Breaking ball. Bounce to third. Brett will have to hurry and gets it over in time. One away here in the top half of the 7th.
The shortstop, Bucky Dent.
That is the 12th ground ball induced by pitcher Paul Splitoff. Only 3 fly balls to the outfield. Bucky Dent 1 for 2, and it's low. Piniella, Johnson, and Dent have all flied to right field. Those are the only fly balls caught in the outfield, all to Al Cowens. A strike. 1-1. Splitoff coming back with 3 days rest after pitching the opening game. Has been sharp. 2 balls and a strike. In the air to right field, Collins should have it. 2 outs in the 7th. And now the top of the batting order, Mickey Rivers. Quick has struck out, singled, bounced back to the pitcher. He has stolen a base and scored a run. Scored the Yankees' only run in the game as the Royals lead 3-1. 0-1. Big rip and a high pitch.
Mickey can drive that high pitch, Frank. He sort of slashes on the low pitch. When he gets the ball up a little bit, he swings the bat a lot quicker and gets out in front a lot better.
Okay, Bill White. Brett down the line at third. And he fouls it into the crowd for strike 2. That'll let Brett back up defensively. I was talking about Splitoff, Bill White. We'll watch him, see if he starts coming up with his pitches. So far, he's had the Yankees hitting just about everything on the ground.
Well, Phil just mentioned he thinks Splitoff is throwing harder now than he threw earlier.
Frank White gets rid of it quickly to the cut, and the Yankees are retired in the top half of the 7th in order. At the end of 6.5, the score is Kansas City 3 and the Yankees 1. Greg Nettles off his chest. Can he get him? Good recovery. He got him. Oh, there's one away here in the bottom half of the 7th. Here's that play again.
One thing about this turf, Frank, this ball bounced right back to you right there like playing basketball. Sometimes you get it on the grass, you have trouble picking it up.
Brett Patek is 0 for 3 tonight. He had hit in every game of both championship series between the Royals and the Yankees coming into this one. Tonight he has grounded out twice and popped up to Munson. That's a strike. In the air to right field. Blair going back, and he's got it. Blair got a good jump on the ball.
Thomas Cottontail. Call the
2 outs.
operator, please.
Hal McRae, the batter. He's had 2 for 3 tonight. The one time the Yankees got him, he was a tough out, a line drive. Willie Randolph grabbed on a leaping catch. Prior to that, he had beaten out an infield hit and doubled. He has scored twice. I think Bill White, if the Royals had to look around for a most valuable player for this championship series on their club, this man would win it hands down.
I'd have to agree with you.
And it's another base hit for McRae. Let's see if he tries for 2. He's going for 2. And he's going to be out easily at second base. Bucky Dent had the ball from Pinella waiting for him. And McRae is tagged out easily to retire the side. At the end of 7, the score. The Royals 3, the Yankees 1.
You want to follow the American League Championship.
It's the last slide going into second base, Frank, by Hal McRae.
Randolph takes the strike. I tell you, Lou Pinella was getting all over Hal McRae for challenging his arm the way he did. Pinella has the last lift. He got him, yep. And that's going to be a base hit for Randolph, so the Yankees get the leadoff man on.
The catcher is Thurman Munson.
Randolph on, Munson coming up. The Yankees trailing 3-1.
Whitey Herzog's coming out, Frank. I don't know if Herzog is going to allow Splittorff to pitch to Munson or not. He's got a couple of guys getting loose in his bullpen. As you watch Whitey Herzog come out, the way he's walking out, I would think that he is not going to take him out, but you can never tell. Managers do strange things in these situations. There's Doug Bird on your left as you look, and the left-hander is Steve Mingori.
Well, you never know what they might have talked about on the bench while the Royals were batting. Splittorff pitching with 3 days rest, and that's going to be all for him. Billy Martin over in the Yankee dugout. But Splittorff, it may have been decided on the bench that if the first man got on, he'd come out of the ball game. He gets quite an ovation as he comes off the field, Bill.
Yes, he does, Frank. He's pitched a pretty good ball game, giving up just 1 run on 6 base hits. And we mentioned earlier, as he tips his hat to the fans here, we mentioned earlier that he was starting with 3 days rest. Ron Guidry starting with 2 days rest. And even with the average 4 or 5 days rest, Splittorff normally does not finish what he starts. So we expected him to come out of the ball game at some point. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Attention, please.
Reggie Jackson, bat in hand in the Yankee dugout, ducked down the tunnel. And him going on a breaking ball. It's 1-1. What do you think, Bill White, if Munson gets on, that you'd see Jackson bat for Pinella, or would they hold him down for Johnson?
I tell you, Frank, the way Pinella's been hitting the ball game this series, you would think they'd let him bat, although you don't know. You figure if he does use Jackson, Herzog might counter with Mingori, who's still warming up out there.
1 and 2 strikes. The Royals are leading 3-1. We're in the 8th inning. Randolph's leadoff single, the Yankees' 6th hit in the ball game. And he struck him out. Fastball jammed him and struck him out.
I would think, Frank, that Jackson would be more apt to bat for Johnson than Pinella. And already they've called Johnson back, and they're going to send Jackson up. Pinella will bat for himself.
All right, Bill. Lewis doubled, grounded out to third, and flied to right.
The left fielder, Lou Pinella.
Here now, I don't think Herzog would hesitate, should he want to go out and bring the left-hander in, because after Jackson will be Nettles and Chambliss, both left-handed batters, although I think he'll let Bird go on and pitch to Jackson.
All right, if you wanted to write a script, you'd say a base hit for Pinella to put 2 men on and bring Jackson up as the potential go-ahead run and hope that he can get his first one of the series. Whoop. Going after Randolph. And that's going to be a base hit. Randolph on his way to third. Otis throws into second base to hold Piniella at first, and the Yankees have runners on the corners.
You know, the way Lou came out here with great intensity, Frank, I think of all the Yankees, even Mudson. Piniella probably wants to win this ball game about it, probably more than any of them. He really came out fighting. He came out of the dugout the other day and said, Royals were taking batting practice. What are you singles hitters doing out there? He really challenged them from the start.
All right, here's Reggie.
Your attention, please.
Reggie Jackson batting for Cliff Johnson.
Number 44, Reggie.
Reggie did not start the ball game tonight because of his past history of not being able to hit split off and his problems with the outfield on the artificial turf. He took the benching very, very well. And he takes low, ball one.
Reggie can turn this ball game around. Let's look at Randolph at third base. All you have to do, Frank, with this man is make one mistake with it, and he's strong enough to hit it out of any ballpark, not only to right field, but here to left center.
All right, Bill. Fouled it back, 1-1.
Toughest job in baseball might be pinch hitting, especially if you're a regular player. And Jackson has played regularly all of his career. Coming out there, mentally it's tough.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Important thing now, Frank, also, not only you're thinking about Jackson, but the important thing is making sure you get that run in from third base. Well, you've got to get the bat on the ball. There's only one away. The Yankees need that run. Better to go into the 9th inning down 1 instead of 2.
Out into center field. Otis coming on, and he can't get to it. Otis playing deep. Couldn't get it. It's a base hit. Randolph scores. And now it's a 3-2 ball game.
No, Frank, we've been talking all year about how deep Otis plays. And Amos sort of stopped as that ball went out to center field. Did not get a good jump on it and just couldn't get to it. He stopped long enough for it to fall in front of him. Here it is here. Making that short hop. Randolph and Early scores from third base. The Yankees are down just 1. And now they've got the go-ahead runs on the base.
Popped it up, but I think that's going to be out of play and will be in the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Gets a little tight late innings. 1 run difference in this ball game. Everybody feels the pressure.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Good slide arm slider by Mingori. Looked like a fastball, but slid over.
Take a look at skipper Billy Martin in the Yankee dugout. Mingori, normally you look for that knuckle curve or that screwball from him. And Nettles a little surprised at the slider. Right field, Collins is going back, and he's got it. Runners do not tag, they hold, and there are 2 down.
The first baseman, Chris Chambliss.
The batter will be Chris Chambliss. With 2 outs, runners at first and second. The Yankees down by a run here in the 8th inning.
Big thing here with Mingori and Chambliss, Frank, is I don't think Mingori can throw a fastball by Chris. Chris has been swinging just a little late, but it's been on the good fastball. Now, if Mingori hangs that curve or doesn't throw a fastball with a lot of velocity, Chris can jump on it.
Sidearm and smothered by White. Goes to second. They've got Jackson. An outstanding play by Frank White. Reggie Jackson arguing that he was safe. Patek is knocked down by Reggie at second base. And the Yankees are retired here in the 8th inning. An outstanding play by Frank White. Reggie went in hard, trying to get the bag. Patek was knocked out at the end of 7.5. The score, the Royals 3 and the Yankees 2. Torres comes low and in to Brett. Brett has tripled, grounded out, walked. He has scored a run and batted in a run tonight. Out of play on the left side. Bucky Dent gets a nice hop. And there's one away.
In case the fans looking ahead, Frank Mess, it'll be Paul Blair, Bucky Dent, and Mickey Rivers against Steve Mingori in the 9th inning for the Yankees. Torres has done some kind of job. Mike coming out of the bullpen for the first time since 1974. He's really slammed the door on the Royals.
He has done a very, very good job. Struck out 4, walked 1, allowed only 3 hits. All the runs have been scored before he came into the ball game. Torres will work to Al Cowens, the right fielder. Cowens is 2 for 3. Cowens got an infield hit on the chopper in the 5th inning. Reggie Jackson over in the Yankee dugout alongside manager Billy Martin. Got the corner. It's 1-1. No, it isn't. Mickey Rivers gets there. Looked like it might drop for the base hit, but Rivers got a good jump and picked it up.
Mickey's had some kind of series, Frank, with the bat and with the glove. Scale the wall. Grab that long fly ball off of Darrell Porter. Back in the 4th inning. That would have been a run scored and possibly a double or triple for Porter.
Oh, no question about it. You had to like the way Mickey went back on that ball, jumped for it at the wall, kicked off the wall with his foot, held on to it. 2 outs, and Amos Otis is the batter. Otis is 1 for 3. Bunted for a base hit in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd, thrown out on a fine play by Randolph and Chambliss in the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're working on Patek over there in the Kansas City Royals dugout. Strike 2, ball and 2 strikes.
These fans are chanting AO, Frank, but I don't know if they realize that AO does not do well against MT.
AO being Amos Otis and MT being Mike Torres. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just missed. 3-2 on Otis.
Well, if he's going to do well, it ought to be on this pitch because it's got to be a fastball. He's been working Otis away. Otis knows it isn't going to be up. He knows it isn't going to be up and in, so he'll be out there charging it. Stands off the plate. See how far he stands off the plate and deep, so he's got to go in on the pitch.
And it is outside. Otis gets a walk. Only the 2nd given up by Torres. Mike will take time to tie his right shoelace. The Royals are leading 3-2. And with the left hand hitting Pete Lecoq coming up, Billy Martin is coming out. Martin will very possibly go to Sparky Lyle. Lyle is warmed up in the Yankee bullpen. Sparky out there waiting for the call.
You know, Lecoq, Frank, hits the ball the other way much of the time. Billy might, he is going to let Mike stay in there because Lecoq really, unless you make a mistake and really throw a fastball with no velocity at all or hang a breaking ball, Lecoq will most of the time hit the ball to left center. He's not really going to hurt you. He might get a base hit, but he's not going to hurt you that much with the long ball.
And we were talking about that earlier with Phil Rizzuto. Lecoq used to be a pretty good pull hitter when he was with the Cubs. But now he's going the other way. He struck out. Runner goes. Pitch out. Let's see if Munson gets him. He's saved. Otis is safe despite the pitch out.
Now it's a problem of Torres and Lecoq because going the other way, a single will score. Here's Otis getting a good jump. This is only the 5th stolen base for the Royals in this series. A little short hop. Had the ball been all the way on the fly, I think they might have had Otis. You see Martin now moving his outfielder Rivers toward left field.
Lecoq fouls it toward the upper deck on the left side.
Well, they said, Frank, before the series that the Royals would take advantage of Munson and the Yankee pitchers. Well, they've stolen 5 bases now, and they've been caught 3 times. The Yankees have stolen twice, and they haven't been caught yet. Ellie Howard on the CB.
2 balls and a strike to Lecoq. Amos Otis at second base after a walk and a stolen base. 2 out. Three and 1. Patek seems to be all right as you saw him walking down by the bench in the dugout.
Limping a little bit.
Strike 2. 3 and 2 on Lecoq. Low fastball, and Lecoq walks. Back-to-back base on balls after 2 men were out.
Well, Martin's coming out, and that's got to be all for Mike Torres.
The whole season boils down to this 1 ball game. The winner of this game tonight will go on to play the Dodgers in the World Series. For the loser of the ball game, it's all over until next year.
I think Yankee fans have got to be happy with their ball club, Frank, no matter what happens here. They've fought back all year. They've overcome a lot of things.
1-2 pitch. He struck him out to retire the side. Lyle comes in to fan Rojas, and we'll go to the top half of the 9th inning. And here we go to the 9th inning. Down low, ball 1. Dennis Leonard, one of only 3 20-game winners in the American League this year. And Blair going and a pitch out of the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled it back. A ball and 2 strikes. Dennis Leonard, born in Brooklyn, New York, attended Iona College. He won 20, he lost 12 during the regular season. He made 1 relief appearance during the season and picked up a save in that ball game. They have just moved the center fielder Otis straight away. Blair pops up outside of first. See if Lecoq has a play. No, he will not. Blair is still alive. Kansas City is leading 3-2. Everything boils down now to this top half of the 9th inning. Roy White is on deck. It's a ball. 2-2. Looked like that hard slider from Leonard, missing just low and away. Foul out of play. Lecoq chasing, but no chance. Talking to Art Fowler, one of the Yankee pitching coaches, before the ball game. Very calm down in the Yankee clubhouse. He said, you go out, you do the best you can. If you win the ball game, you win it. If you lose the ball game, you lose it. And he said, I guess that's the way it's meant to be. Blair loops one, and that's going to drop for the base hit. Blair is on with a key leadoff single here in the 9th inning.
Well, Paul Blair coming through. Now we're going to have a discussion over halfway between the home plate and third base. Dick Hauser and Roy White had a quick discussion. Billy Martin has a decision to make here, whether to let White bunt or to get the runner over or let him swing away. Normally you play to win at home and play to tie, or you play to tie at home and win on the road. But this is a little bit different situation.
All right, Bill, we'll see how it goes. Roy White, as we said, doubled twice off Leonard in that ball game the other night. Roy doubled to left field. He was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple, and he also doubled to right field and came in to score a run.
What the Yankees want to do here, Frank, is get down into Munson and Piniella and Reggie Jackson if they can. Of course, when we say they want to play to win on the road, that means swing the bat. If they play to tie on the road, they would use White to sacrifice.
Mickey Rivers remembers the on-deck hitter. Brett is looking for the bunt down the line at third base. Roy is going to swing away.
Mark Littell has joined Gura in the Royals bullpen. Littell and Gura.
Royals bullpen is up again. Right-hander Mark Littell, left-hander Larry Gura. 1 ball and no strikes on Roy White. Leonard goes after Blair, trying to shorten up his lead. On this artificial surface, you try to get a little extra lead, but don't get caught.
You do not want to get picked off in this situation. No way.
That's a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, Frank, a big thing here. We're talking about Ron Guidry having to pitch with 2 days rest and Paul Splittorff with 3. Well, Denny Leonard is out there with just 1 day's rest. No way he can have the velocity that he normally has.
There's Blair at first base. Gets as big a lead as he can. It's ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Darrell Porter will go out. You know, we talked, Bill White, about getting that extra step lead if you can. The ball on a base hit, you want to go as far as you can. That ball gets the outfielder so fast.
While you're talking, Frank, Mickey Rivers went back to the Yankee dugout and said Martin had something to say to him. I think Mickey just went back for a drink. He's not nervous.
All right, Bill, 3-0 to Roy White. He takes a strike, 3-1. The Royals are leading 3-2. It's the top of the ninth. Blair at first base. Nobody out. Three and 2. Blair is going. White fouled it back. Yankees gambling, running Blair. Three and 2 on White.
Only danger there is hitting a line drive right at one of the infielders.
Leonard chases Blair back again.
Of course, moving Blair keeps you out of the double play, and it makes one of those infielders move, either the shortstop Patek or the second baseman Frank White. Got to be a hole either on the left side of second or the right side of second.
Blair's going, and White fouled it back. Patek moving in to cover second base.
This is brinkmanship. A lot of guys will play this thing safe. They let Blair stay there at first base and see what White does. Martin going all out. He's gambling. Gambling.
You're saying this is a fake?
It has to be. Part of this picture was taken on the first night, and part of it was taken on the second.
Right-hander against a left-handed pitcher.
Well, I want you to find out.
Blair is going again. Ball 4. White walks, and the Yankees have runners at first and second.
Now, here's another problem of Frank Messer. Do you let Mickey Rivers swing the bat, or do you let him bunt? Now, Mickey, of course, will not hit into too many double plays, but I don't know if, let's see, it might be decided for Billy Martin. Herzog coming out. They've got Larry Gura, a left-hander, out there, and Mark Littell, a right-hander. So if he goes for anybody, you know it's going to be the left-hander Gura, and he's already made the sign for Gura. He wants Gura to pitch to Mickey Rivers.
Herzog said Gura just didn't get the job done. Thought he was throwing too many fastballs, not going to his off-speed pitch.
Well, the Royals think Rivers is going to bunt.
And George Brett could almost shake hands with Mickey Rivers the way he's down the line.
Well, I tell you, Frank, right now would be a good time to let him swing that bat, and I think that's what Dick Hauser's telling him. The count is 1 ball and no strikes. Gura almost has to throw a fastball here. And the way this infield is set up, there's Brett there, and Pete Lecoq, who really is not a good fielding first baseman, is in close at first base. And I think I'll let Mickey swing that bat. Look at that infield. Nobody's in the right position. They're all looking for a bunt.
He's going to swing. 1-1.
As long as they play that way, he's got to swing that thing. Force them to go back to normal positions.
Well, they keep it the same way. Brett in. Patek almost over to third. Now, he was going to bunt that time and took a pitch out of the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, this situation is beneficial to the Yankees, Frankie. They've been here before. They won last year. This is new to the Royals. They've got some people out there who are very tight, and Hauser just told Rivers, swing the bat. He didn't bother to give him a sign. He said, swing that thing.
A lot of open spaces on the infield. And he fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now that will allow the infield to go back to normal depth, normal position.
And it really won't make that much difference anyway with Rivers' speed. He's going to chop that ball someplace.
2 on, nobody out. The Yankees down a run here in the 9th inning. And it's through the right side. That will tie the ball game up. Paul Blair will score the tying run. Roy White goes to third. And Mickey Rivers has come through again for the Yankees. Roy White at third now with a potential go-ahead run. And Whitey Herzog is going back to his bullpen again.
And I think this time, Frank, he wants a right-hander, Mark Littell. He's got Littell out there throwing. And he's already made the move for the right-hander. Good position for the Yankees. They've got runners at first and third. Nobody out, and they're going to bring in the sinker baller, Mark Littell, as Gura leaves.
Willie Randolph is 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. Nobody out, the infield in tight, runners at first and third, and here we go. A high ball 1. Good speed all around. White at third, Rivers at first, Randolph at the plate, good speed.
Boy, this is a fighting Yankee ball club, Frank. Yeah, I think you got to be proud of it. Let's look at White at third base. Coming back, they've been coming back all year. They've done a lot of good things all year.
You're right about that. 1-0 pitch. Low outside. Porter had to scramble for it. 2 balls and no strikes.
And while you're talking about the Yankees, you got to talk about the Royals, too. A young expansion team put together really for 2 years in a row now. They've been in this thing and have come so close each year. We look at Munson.
He got it over. 2-1. The Yankees have tied it up 3-3. They have runners at first and third here in the 9th inning. Littell steps off. Randolph steps out. Roy White at third. Mickey Rivers at first. Two-one pitch. It's a ball. 3-1. White at third. The infield in close. You see them all up tight to the inner line. Dick Hauser, the third base coach. In the air, center field. That'll get the go-ahead run in as Otis drifts back and makes the catch. Roy White will score. The Yankees lead 4-3. Mickey Rivers tagged up and went to second.
You know, Frank, I hear Phil Rizzuto over next to us, and he's got some kind of cold, and I don't know if he's going to finish this ball game. I better go over there and see if he can make it. You know, we're at a partition here that sort of artificial thing, and Phil is really making a lot of noise over there. Is he happy?
Thurman Munson will step in for the Yankees. Munson is 1 for 4. He drove in the Yankees' first run with a single to right field. There is 1 out. Rivers at second. The Yankees are leading 4-3. Bouncing ball to the shortstop. Patek guns on to first base, and a low throw is dug up by Lecoq. Munson is out. Rivers went to third. There are 2 down here in the 9th.
The left fielder, Lou Piniella.
The batter will be Lou Piniella, who is 2 for 4. And the pitching coach, Galen Cisco, is coming out of the dugout.
This is simply to tell what to throw Piniella. I don't think they're going to walk Piniella to pitch to Reggie Jackson. But Lou has had a pretty good series against the Kansas City Royals so far. He has 2 base hits and 4 times at bat here in this ball game. And he's 7 for 20 on the season, so it's just a strategy discussion to find out just where they want to pitch Piniella. They'll probably end up pitching him inside, Frank, as we look at Whitey Herzog talking to Charlie Lau. Lau was a pitching coach or the batting coach for the Royals. There's Mike Torres and Billy Martin. They'll probably end up trying to jam Piniella with sinking fastballs. Let's see where Porter puts that glove. Well, there are some Yankee fans here. Yeah, they have been quiet up until now.
Well, they've got something to shout about now. The Yankees have taken the lead 4-3. Bouncing ball left side. Brett throws high. Threw it away. And another run scores. The Yankees lead 5-3, and Piniella will be waved down to second.
And an error charge, Frank, to Brett here. Watch Brett go to his left now. He comes up with this ball cleanly. I think he tries to get a little bit too much on it. Here he is. He's got plenty of time. Takes about 4 steps. Turns the ball loose high. No way Pete Lecoq can get to it. Rivers scores, and the Yankees lead by 2.
And it brings up Reggie with Piniella at second base. 2 outs. Jackson got a key hit in the 8th inning. Pinch hitting for Cliff Johnson to drive in run number 2 for the Yankees. Pulled it foul.
You know, one thing, Frank, that Phil mentioned, he had talked to Reggie Jackson before the ball game, and a lot of guys would have been very upset by not being able to start in this final game. Billy Martin decided to pencil in Paul Blair, and there's Billy cheering for Reggie. Reggie took it well. Did not grumble, didn't do anything, and he's come in and got a key hit in this ball game.
Mark of a true pro, Bill. Fastball hit the right side. Frank White is up with it and throws him out, but the Yankees have taken the lead with 2 runs on 2 hits. A key error by the third baseman, 2 runs on 3 hits. 3 runs on 2 hits. And the Yankees have taken the lead here 5-3. 3 runs here in the ninth. Yes, Lyle's got the baseball and a chance to win the ball game. Sparky Lyle is the pitcher of record.
You know, a lot of key plays in this ball game, Frank. One of the key plays, Mickey Rivers going all the way into center field as we look at Stanley, the shortstop, leaping high and grabbing a drive off the bat of Darrell Porter. Frank White's great stop on Chris Chambliss in the 8th inning, saving a run for the Royals. Lou Piniella made an excellent catch on Cookie Rojas in left center field. A lot of good plays in this ball game.
Leading off for Kansas City, the catcher, Darrell Porter.
All right, we go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Here in Kansas City, the Yankees are leading 5-3.
We can't forget either the great job done by Mike Torres coming on in relief and going 5 1/3 innings.
No question about it. Holding the Royals right there if they'd scored. 3 runs off Ron Guidry in 2 1/3. Torres came in and held him till he walked 2 men in the 8th inning, tiring. Lyle in. Lyle to Porter now. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Got him popped up. Brett Stanley, the shortstop. And there's one away.
The second baseman, Frank White.
And now Frank White. White has flied deep to left, struck out, and grounded out to third. The Yankees down at one stage of this ball game, 2-0, then down 3-1. White takes a strike, came back, cut the lead 3-2, and then scored 3 runs in the top half of the 9th inning to lead 5-3. Strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes. Sparky Lyle, one of the toughest competitors you'll find anywhere in sports. And look at that Yankee bench cheering him on. That will be a base hit. Mickey Rivers has to play the bounce, and White is on.
Well, that means unless Patek bounces into a double play, they're going to get to Hal McRae. And McRae's been one of the Royals' hottest batters. They needed to get Frank White there, Frank.
All right, Patek up. The Yankees set up for the double play. Chambliss holding Frank White on at first base. Time call now as the first base coach, Steve Boras, wants to talk to his base runner. Patek swings and misses. Patek is 0 for 4.
Sorry, Frank, you got a busy Yankee bullpen. Dick Tidrow and Don Gullett out there warming. Normally we'd wait until the picture got to him, but I think it's of interest now.
Unbelievable the way the Yankee bench is cheering Lyle on. He's got him 2 strikes. Frank White at first base. Look at that Yankee bench. Cliff Johnson leading the cheers. Ground ball to third. Nettles to Randolph. Double play, and the Yankees have won the pennant. Look at Lyle.
Now, wait a minute. Don't hurt anybody out there. They've got to play Tuesday. Look at them. They're so happy.
Just completely mobbing Sparky Lyle, who has come on to win his second game in a row. He was the winner yesterday. Unbelievable. And just a mark of dejection right there. The shortstop, Freddie Patek.
Reggie don't want to lose his cap. Look at him. Everybody's happy. Frank, Frank, you look at this and some kind of victory for the Yankees. They were down late in the ball game, came back, picked up a run in the 8th inning, came back and picked up 3 runs in the 9th inning to go ahead. And, that's the mark of a champion, coming back that way after being down, playing away from home, where the Royals had bragged so much about when we get them back to our place, the carpet's going to get them, our hitters are going to get them, Splittorf is going to beat them. Well, all that was nice, but the game is still played down there on the field. And when it's all over, the best team's going to have more wins than the other. And the final score here, the Yankees win it by 5-3, and they win their second straight American League pennant.